Hello guys, cracking video coming up on the LLF M140, but before we get into that, I want to remind you that the raffle for this car behind me, which is the sky blue M140, yes, another M140, HPI CLEAR, 2 keys, full service history, over £30,000 on mods. The live raffle ends tonight. That's why this video is a bit earlier. 8 PM, the line's closed. You've still got tons of time. 2 hours. Entry is only £1. Click the link down below, purchase some tickets to be in with a chance. We need to sell 20,000 tickets. If we don't sell 20,000 tickets, the winner still gets 50% of all the monies raised. That is it. Follow the build on the channel to see how we're getting on. Remember, it's HPI CLEAR. And if you're looking at the 2 different mismatches of blues, the winner gets to choose the final wrap color. Whatever color you want this car, if you win it, I'm gonna wrap it, you can take it away. £1 entry. What's the worst that can happen? Are you feeling lucky? Grab your tickets down below. I'm away right now, this is pre-recorded, so there will be an announcement on the channel after 8 PM. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome back to an episode that all of you guys have been waiting for. This is the episode where we begin to wrap up the LLF build, and I know it's been massive delays. If you watch the video, I'll explain all about those delays, but do you know what else is coming up in this video? Check this out. Myself and Steve, we were at it, but we thought we needed a bit of help. We're just mere mortals, so we went and got the Essence Stig. How you getting on, mate? So now that you saw that preview, now you can see why I've got body filler, dust, seam sealer. I've got everything on me because I'm in the thick of it. But before we get into that, I've got good news. If you remember on the episode where I installed the B58 engine, I found out that the Valvetronic system wasn't working. I have tried coding, I have tried wiring, I have tried everything under the sun. But I recently got a hold of another M140 and I was able to do some testing. And what I've done is I swapped over the ECU from that 140 to this 140. Now it wouldn't start because of the security system. However, as soon as I plugged in the other ECU, this happened. You should be seeing some shots right now. The Valvetronic motor started to work as soon as I swapped the engine ECU. So that tells me that the breaker car that we got all of these parts from must have had an ECU issue, or the ECU could have been damaged in the accident. We don't know. But I've relayed that information over to Ricky and he's going to be sorting that out. I reckon he'll need to get a new ECU, get it programmed, or send this ECU off to get it fixed. But I want to thank all of you guys for getting into the comments, all of the companies who helped me out with coding, and I just wanted to shed some light on the issue. We found it, and now that we know what it is, we can go ahead and fix it. But stay tuned to Ricky's channel to see how he gets on with that. But with all of that said, guys, I've got a cracking video for you lot. And by the end of this video, the transformation will be complete from a BMW 114i pre-facelift to an M2 hatch. Crazy. Let go. Alright guys, so we've made tons of progress so far and it's only the beginning of the video. Literally just finished up welding up the final bits on this driver's side rear quarter. Now, earlier on you saw me went underneath and I cleaned up the passenger sides and the wheel well. I've gone ahead and done that on the driver's side. With all that prep done, I went down to my local metal shop and I picked up these two pieces. These are 2 sheets of metal. I need to mold it in and I'm gonna complete, there's a tiny little bridge, it's literally like that thick. I'm gonna bridge that gap, weld it all up, stick some seam sealer underneath, and then we're gonna be getting the car into bodywork. Now, speaking of bodywork, this has been the most frustrating build because, as you know, on the channel, I've been going through a lot of change recently. I've recently moved from London down to the South Coast, and with that has come a lot of headache. It's so hard to find good help. In the last episode, I introduced you to this guy that I recently met. I hired him. He was meant to come in and help me with all the bodywork on this build. His name was Michael. He showed up one day. And the next day, he didn't answer his phone and he hasn't showed up since. I've not heard from him. He got paid for that day's work and that's what he wanted. So a lot of you guys have been asking about Akil. Where's Akil? Where's Akil? Guys, Akil's in London, but Akil's actually just had a baby. He's actually just had a baby, so what can I do? The man's with his family, I can't do anything. And he's had some issues with his old garage as well. Like, all I'm gonna say is, I got this new unit in the nick of time. That's all I'm gonna say. I just wanted to explain a little bit about all the delays on this build. I need to do the work to make the content. If I can't get the work done, I can't make the content. But that's where Steve comes in. I've met Steve, what, 2 months ago? And I'm telling you, Steve has done so much for this channel and for me on a personal level than people that I've known for many, many years. Like, it's crazy, man. Steve, if you're watching this, top guy. Anyway, no more talking. Let's roll on the video. You guys have a quick look at that. I've done the paint on seam sealer. I've sealed up everything on the bottom and this thing is super solid. Let's get the car down and get it into bodywork. Nice one, mate. Take a look at this thing. It's a few days later and man, I just want to say I've learned so much on this build. It's been a baptism of fire. My nan used to say that. Because I was let down so many times, I had to do so much of this build on my own. It's been a learning curve and I think I've done all right. Let me know what you think. Have a look at these quarters. Everything is molded in very, very nicely. But I want you to pay close attention to this area here. Remember, we've meshed 2 different bumpers to make this one hybrid bumper, which is a mashup between the M140 and the M2 bumper. I've seen people do it differently. I wanted to keep as many of the M2 features as possible, and have a look here. This is one of the key features. This body line here of the M2 bumper, it makes it look extra aggressive, and I've been able to retain that. Have a look at this carbon fiber rear diffuser. It looks absolutely amazing. I went ahead and I've just done a test fit on the rear windows. They've seated in there really, really nicely. They're in, doors is closing, everything is lining up, and this thing is starting to take shape. We're gonna be fitting the side skirts right now, but this is very important. Now these 2 bits of plastics, these are the side skirt guides, and these are the ones that came with the car. They don't fit basically is what I'm saying. So I went ahead and I made an order with my local BMW supplier, OEM parts, and these are for F87 M2, and these will allow me to fit the M2 side skirts perfectly onto this M140 frame. And I want to get you a better view. I want you to see this. It's the finer details that's going to make the overall project just come out that much better. Check this out. Have a look at that. Perfect, perfection. That's all popped in, that's all popped in. That's it, you hear those clips? That's exactly what we're looking for. Ooh. Yeah, buddy. All right, you guys, so after days of prep, myself and Steve, we were at it, but we thought we needed a bit of help. We're just mere mortals, so we went and got the Essence Stig. How you getting on, mate? Do you think it's gonna work? Do you think Ricky's gonna be happy? Okay, let's go. Man like Ricky,
come on,
what do you say?
Yeah, man.
Cool, brother.
Rear bumper and rear arches.
Bro, you know this is important for the channel. You're gonna come down and give me a hand. What, you coming today? Yeah, I don't wanna let Ricky down, man. Don't wanna let Ricky down. Bro, you said you were coming, you didn't come up. Like, are you coming or not? My man's not even answering my calls no more. Like, what the hell? How can I be gassing this up and then I'm flopping? Like, I can't flop. Every video I drop, everyone's on my case. Like, I gotta get this done.
So guys, it's the next morning, and this moment, this point right here, this build represents my mantra, keeping it moving. I wear it here proudly. I've had so many letdowns, so many obstacles. We've overcame them. The quarters are on, it's primed. We're gonna sand it down, and then Ricky's gonna be coming to take the car. Guys, come on, man, come on. When are you lot gonna put some respect on Salvage Nation's name? Like, I don't see anyone on YouTube doing this stuff. Have a look at this. The M2 rear quarters are in, and they look absolutely sick. I don't know why, I'm feeling myself right now. Thanks to the Stig, thanks to Steve, thanks to everyone who actually showed up, helped me, and got this done. Thank you. Thank all of you guys as well. But guys, Oh, look at that. On the driver's side, the same thing can be said. Have a look. If I go down really low here, you can see it pops up. You get all that width that Ricky's looking for. He's gonna be able to run fatter tires, more grip, more power, plant it to the floor. So this car's gonna be ripping when it's all done. This has got to get water sanded, but I just wanted to show you guys the way it's gonna look. And I don't want to take the masking off quite yet. I can't actually. The Stig told me that I can't take this off quite yet. So this is where we're going to start to wrap up this episode. In the next video, I've got some more treatment for all the under seals. I've got some stone chip, but you know what? It's a secret. You have to subscribe to the channel and check out the following episode. Have a look at the bumper. We've now got a completed bumper, and the rear of this car, trust me guys, in the next episode, I'm gonna fit the wheels from my M2 competition onto this car so that you guys can get a proper view of what we're looking for. But the width on the car is absolutely nuts. It's gonna look crazy. Front and rear in M2 conversion, done. She is looking beefy. Come on, man. And I've got a few more mods I'm gonna be giving to Ricky, and he should be excited, and trust me, you lot are gonna be excited as well. The worst of the build is over. I promise you there will be no more delays. I've probably got about 2 more videos on this. I've been speaking with Ricky, trying to figure out when he can come down. We're gonna be doing some filming, collection, handover. And yeah, there's another company involved. We're gonna be doing something special because Ricky's gonna be doing something else that's special with this car. And when you see what I'm doing, it's gonna go hand in hand with what Ricky's doing. The next episode is gonna be quick. No more delays. Let's wrap up this build. Let's make Ricky a happy man. And I hope to see you there. If you wanna be there, make sure you're subscribed. If you enjoyed this episode, press the like button. And this is where we're gonna head off. So like I always say, keep it moving. And I'll see you very soon in the next one on the LLF M140.